an epic talk. Sorry, epic, not a great word to use. We were missing one, unfortunately. The 13 of us, sat down. We really learned a lot about each other, about what we discussed what we learned on this trip, what we can do to continue what we were doing in the future, what we can do when we go back to school. But more than that, we really took time to do nothing but sit and listen and talk to each other and learn about each other. And I think, it says a lot about the kind of group we are and, what this trip meant to us. So I definitely think that was... To be honest, I thought Atlanta was an interesting place. I really didn't have a super... I didn't have a real preference on whether it was a Hillel trip or whether it was a regular trip. But definitely going with, kids my age who shared, I guess, the same faith, religion, whatever you want to call it, definitely made the difference. And plus, we feel like it would be a more intimate group, it would be a little more serious. But to have the extra push about the trip, to have the extra, you get to discuss what you did and what you learned, but you get to discuss how it relates to the type of person you are and, what you believe in and how it's all interconnected, it's intertwined, and it all makes for one really interesting, literally more than I could have asked for. I mean, my goals for the trip were to, make a difference by committing some of my time to do things that I guess I wouldn't do on a normal basis, make some friends, and go to a place I've never gone before. But beyond those three things being accomplished, with flying colors, I actually accomplished so much more. I learned so much about myself and about other people and what you can do to make a difference, even that you're only here for minimal time and you work with so many places. So you may not get to spend multiple days working with one organization. Sometimes you do, but even the little things you do for organizations and for groups that work so hard to try to make a difference really does help mean the world to them. From organizing a closet to playing with kids, you can make a world of difference just by committing some of your time, some of your effort, and a smile. It literally takes no more than that. That's something I can take away from this trip that I can't put a value on. That as a person, as an American, as a Jew, it's definitely your obligation to help others, do what you can, lend a helping hand. But I think it's really, really hard, especially in the type of situation, some people are in, to recognize that is literally of such important value that it needs to be addressed each and every day. Whether it's minimal things, whether it's you volunteering, helping others, talking to friends, being a friend. The things that this trip taught me, there's literally no way I can live the rest of my life without knowing that I'm in such a fortunate situation. It's great and it's bad. It's bad because you can sometimes feel guilty. Why was I given this? But it's so great because, I can take it that I'm in such a fortunate situation that it gives me so many opportunities to help others, make a difference, put my effort towards something that can, make a difference for others or for a group or for an organization. So I know it's my obligation as a Maryland student, as a Jew, as an American, as a human, that I have to go back and do whatever I can each and every day, minor or major, to make a difference in the world. And whether it's doing it with urban poverty or with, educational equality or, hunger, there's so many things you can do to help. And, once I find that one thing I'm passionate about, it took me 13 and a half seconds to realize that, there's no need for any second at all to not let who you are shine. And it can sometimes be awkward, especially if you don't go into the trip knowing a lot of people or any people at all, which is still definitely okay. There's no reason to hide who you are. We love you just for the loud, obnoxious, humorous person you are, and that is one of the things, definitely, by far probably the most important thing, is enthusiasm and humor throughout everyday life. It makes for such a better working environment. It makes for such a better team effort. And I think that if you go into it saying, I'm not gonna be fearful about letting my colors shine, I'm not gonna be fearful about showing who I am, I'm literally gonna let all my inhibitions go. I'm literally gonna be who I am and do what I do. And you will definitely learn more than you could ever expect.